Vatkala is a small coastal town in Kerala, India, famous for its stunning cliffs overlooking the Arabian Sea. Unlike Goa, it's more laid back, soulful, and attracts domestic and international travelers looking for both adventure and peace. We spent 3 days in Varkala, surfing, exploring hidden gems, and living on smoothies and sunsets. Here's your complete guide to Kerala's cliffside paradise. Varkala is well connected. The nearest airport is Trivandrum International Airport, which is 45 minutes away by road. We reached by train at Varkala Sivagiri railway station, which is only 12 minutes away from the cliff. You can also arrive via Kollam railway station and Trivandrum Central railway station. Buses and taxis are also easily available from nearby towns. Here are the top things you can do in Varkala, including two hidden gems to beat the crowd. The waves here, especially in Black Sand Beach, are perfect for beginners and pros alike. We took our lesson with Mona Surf School, who are flexible with timings and very encouraging. There are actually a lot of surf schools to choose from. Here are a few options available. You can book one-day sessions or even certificate courses if you are staying longer. You can try jet skiing, banana boat rides, parasailing, or even paragliding over the cliffs. Prices vary by season. Always book in advance to avoid last-minute markups. Varkala is dotted with yoga schools and Ayurvedic retreats. If you are looking for some inner healing, massages, oil treatments, detox practices, from short retreats to weekly packages and up to multi-week yoga teacher training courses, Varkala offers everything that you need. Varkala undoubtedly has the most beautiful sunset, and the best way to enjoy them is by sipping a smoothie or enjoying seafood curry along the cliffside cafes. We highly recommend Cafe Sarva and Cafe Italiano along the cliffs have amazing food and best views. The most popular beach is Black Sand Beach. Though crowded, has the most beautiful cliff view and you can see people surfing and enjoying the waves and watching sunset. If you prefer a quieter and calm beach vibe, I recommend Kapil Beach and Odayam Beach, which are equally beautiful. Here are some other beaches you can try. There are two options where you can kayak with beautiful sunset. First option is Munro Island. This island is around 45 kilometers from Varkala, so you can take a day trip and kayak along the backwaters enjoying the beauty of Ashtamudi Lake in the sunset. The second option is Golden Island. If you are short of time but still want to enjoy the sunset kayaking in the mangroves, Golden Island is the place for you at just 12 kilometers away. There are a lot of operators who provide kayaking services and I highly recommend pre-booking to avoid paying more and missing out your sunset slots. Anjitanga Fort, built by British East India Company in the 17th century, sits between the Arabian Sea and the backwaters. You can actually climb up to the top of the lighthouse between 3 pm and 5 pm and enjoy the panoramic view of the backwaters and the ocean. This majestic hilltop park features the world's largest bird sculpture, the mythical eagle Jatayu from the Ramayana. You can either choose to take a cable car or climb up 500 steps to the top, where you can also witness the panoramic view of the city. There are also a few shops offering refreshments at the top. Make sure to carry cash as they accept only cash for payments. This place is wonderful for a relaxed family outing. I highly recommend not riding on elephants, but you can still feed them after 3 pm and encounter birds, snakes and porcupines. If you are visiting Kerala and not trying seafood curry, palamburi and mandi biryani, then you are truly missing out. It's a breathtaking 3-tier waterfall surrounded by lush greenery. It's easily accessible by road, followed by a 2-minute trek where there were only a few locals enjoying a bath. You can take a refreshing dip in the charming waterfalls. It's even kid-friendly as the water flow is gentle and shallow. This beach is just a kilometer away from the lighthouse. It's truly a hidden gem as you can walk on the stone bridge that stretches from the beach into the sea.
We got a private beach experience, spending our evenings sitting on the edge of the bridge, closer to the waves, watching the sunset for hours, and hardly a few people were there. I highly recommend staying near the cliffs to soak in Vakla's vibe. If you're here for surfing, the stretch from North Cliff to Odem Beach is perfect. Most surf schools are based there. Stays start at around Rs 600 to 1000 for hostels, Rs 1500 to 2500 for homestays, and go above 3000 for sea facing or luxury properties. We stayed at Happy Buddha Homestay, just 900 meters from the beach, which was basic and had good parking space. You can rent a bike or a car. Best is to hire a bike or a scooty as the roads near the cliffs can be narrow. Buses to tourist spots are not available. You can always hire an auto, but prices are comparatively higher than other cities. We rented a scooty from a homestay which costed Rs 600 per day. Book beforehand. Or if you're planning to land in Varkala and look for scooty, be prepared to pay a higher price or even end up with no scooty in high season. Ask your host for rental contacts. They often have tie-ups and deliver bikes directly to your homestays. November to March is hands down the best time to visit. Perfect weather for the beach, yoga and surfing. April and May get hotter, while June to September brings heavy monsoon rains. Beautiful but not ideal for water activities. You can try October like us, which is kind of off season with prices not too high, not too hot, while enjoying little drizzle here and there. Carry a raincoat and sunscreen. Trust me, you'll need both. Here is how much we spent for a 3-day trip in Varkala. We stayed 3 nights, which costed us a total of Rs 4500. Food for 3 days costed us a total of Rs 4200. Scooty rental for 3 days costed a total of Rs 1800. And then another 500 Rs for petrol. We took surfing lessons for 2 days, which costed 6000 Rs. Rs 3000 for other activities like yoga, kayaking and park entrance fees. Train to and fro from Chennai costed 4000 Rs in total. Total came around 24,000 Rs for 2 people for 3 days and 3 nights trip. On average, you can enjoy Varkala comfortably on Rs 3000 to 4000 per person per day. Nobody was using helmets for scooters and there were no traffic police in sight as well. But after we returned from our trip, we got a notification from a scooty rental place that we were fined Rs 1000 for not wearing helmets during our ride. He sent us the challan which also had a photographs of riding the scooty without the helmet. So don't make the mistake that we made and wear your helmets even if it's a short distance trip or even if nobody warns you about it. If you are craving slow travel, spend your days in Varkala, surfing, doing yoga, strolling along the coast, watching the sunset from the cliff, having good food, and that would be the best itinerary. Until next time, this is Taru and Thiru signing off from Kerala's Cliffs.